This is Hunter Wallace, and we're coming to you live from Appomattox, Virginia. We're here at actually touring some historical sites. We saw this on the road driving around Virginia, and this is famously where General Robert E. Lee made his last stand. And from a Southern nationalist perspective and a white nationalist perspective, this is fairly interesting. Right here, this sign says "Confederates trapped," and this is shortly from here is where Robert E. Lee had his last headquarters. We're gonna check this out. Look at this. Yeah, this is a trail that here. Do you want to take a picture of this? Yeah, take a picture. All you have to do is snap that thing right there.
Turn it off?
Yeah, it's just snap it. Snap a picture right here of the thing. And okay. Now we're going to go up the trail here and check this out. It's a history trail. 500 feet from here is Robert E. Lee's last headquarters. Here is the trail map, and we're walking up the trail. This is it. This is where the Confederacy lost the war between the states. And of course, it's as good a site as any to initiate a new battle here in the state of Virginia. Walking up the trail. Through the woods of Virginia at Appomattox. Okay, when I get to the headquarters, I'll return this flip cam on. Okay, I've made it to the site. It's a park bench here and a plaque. We're going to zoom in and take a look at this. On this spot here, were established the headquarters of the Army of Northern Virginia. General Robert E. Lee, Confederate States of America, commanding from April 8th to April 11th, 1865. This is Lee's last camp in Appomattox, where the Confederacy lost its war for independence, and Virginia was conquered and re-added to the United States. Here's a panorama of the scene. Standing here at this spot as a Southerner is really quite amazing. I wonder if anybody who just come to this country, like the people I met in Washington, could appreciate the symbolism and the significance of this spot of earth where I'm standing now. Really, this is really the spot where everything started to go downhill, and I could get into a long, extended discussion of that. This trail goes somewhere. I'll meet back up with the others, and we'll probably go see Appomattox Courthouse itself, where Lee surrendered to Grant, and bring you footage from there. In the woods, this is Hunter Wallace. Okay, we're back here on the side of the road at what looks like a Confederate cemetery here in Appomattox National Park. Confederate cemetery. This is where our soldiers died, defending the independence of the South. Let's zoom in here and look at this. Here are buried 18 Confederate soldiers who died on April 8th and 9th in the closing days of the war between the states. The remains of one unknown Union soldier found some years after the war are interred beside the Confederate dead. About 500 yards east of this cemetery is the McLean house where Lee and Grant signed the surrender terms. Yeah, people actually fought and died for our independence, and people today try to get them to make anything like that sacrifice. Let's go over here and look at this. This looks like a Union marker. And of course, we can't get into it's too late in the evening to actually get into the Appomattox courthouse, we think, so we'll have to come back and do that. Look at this. Look at this marker right here. Here on Sunday, April 9th, 1865, after 4 years of heroic struggle in defense of the principles believed fundamental to the existence of our government, Lee surrendered 9,000 men, the remnant of an army still unconquered in spirit. Yeah, people actually used to fight for principles. Imagine that, you know. Imagine people getting out from behind their computer screens and putting down their beer and stop watching football to actually think about what really matters. Let me snap a photo here. Okay. Hold on. Photo snap. This is going on our Flickr account. And here's actually an American flag. It wasn't only the Confederates who died here. Men on both sides of the war between the states were made of much sterner and admirable stuff than people today. Look right here, Confederate Cemetery. "19 men killed during the last 2 days of the war in Virginia." And if you look out here, look at this. You got the Confederate flags here all in a row by the markers of the 19 dead. The grass is cut. People have tended to the grass. And look up here. You can see the flag. Look, it's actually the Confederate battle flag, the Army of Northern Virginia flag. And then look over here. You can see I believe it's the second and either the first and second or the third national flags of the Confederacy. Right here. Okay, we're going to shoot some more footage in a minute. These men right here were willing to fight and die for their homes and their ethnic kin and their race and their principles. Would white nationalists do that? I don't know. Not at this point. The Appomattox courthouse itself, you can't get in. It's after 5. But we'll be back here, and we enjoyed this little detour from our road trip. And weigh the significance of what you see here, and think about where our movement is headed. This is Hunter Wallace. Thank you for joining us.